is William, and I am doing a short video clip showcasing a level that I created for my Full Sail University project. The objective was to create a level and introduce mechanics on a 7,000 by 7,000 platform. I did originally go with a really huge scale and make 5 levels, but I was informed by my instructor that's a lot of aimless running around, and I agree. So I kind of condensed everything. You can see from this screenshot here that I tried to create a space backdrop to kind of make you feel like you are actually in space. So the primary story or the theme of the game is that you are an engineer on a space research facility. You are working on an airlock. You get knocked out by a piece of pipe that fell down and hit you in the head. And when you wake up, you notice that the facility is completely evacuated, and there's only one escape pod left. So your mission is to go through the facility, pick up the correct key cards, activate the correct generators, and get the key to the last escape pod, which happens to be in the basement. Some of the things that worked very well when I was creating the level the second time was I was quicker with setting up the visible blockers. There's triggers that you cannot see in game. For example, these automatic doors, this little area here is a trigger. So once the character gets close enough, it will actually trigger these automatic doors. Additionally, there's items inside more automatic doors. Once the character gets close enough, these have triggers also around them, and these triggers here actually activate doors that's over here for the laboratory area. So, and as you can see here, it says require yellow key. So once you get that door key, you can actually open these different areas. Adding flickering lights, that's not a mechanic. That was more of a cosmetic thing that I did. But the mechanics are that you need to get close to generators that will trigger opening doors. Additionally, there's elevators that you need to use to transition from the first floor to the second floor. And that's what I have. So I'm just going to play this in the preview build mode and not launch it from a different window because my computer has been acting weird whenever I launch it from a different window. Also notice little things that should be tweaked and fixed if I was going to submit this for like a final review for a gaming company or someone to showcase what I'm capable of doing. So what I am going to do is just push play here. This is where the character starts. I'm going to turn the volume down a little bit because there is a visible sound trigger here, which wouldn't consist as a mechanic, but it's just cosmetic things that I incorporated in the level. So if you walk through here, it triggers sound, and that's just letting you know, hey, escape pod has launched. You can look out this window here. So that is a transparent material that I actually created by taking a color online and making it translucent. Additionally, all the sound effects, all the music were taken from YouTube, but it was non-copyright items. So I know exactly where everything is, so I'm not gonna take the long route, but there is a route to go this way and go this way. So part of the assignment was that the character had to have multiple paths. Or, if you choose, you can go through the dormitory, which is a third path. So, because these are automatic doors, they will open once the character gets close to them. But we're going to go the quickest way to get to the keys because I know exactly what we need to do. Inside this restroom, there's an automatic door, and this is one of the keys, which you pick up a key, and it tells you that you have the blue gen key. And if you didn't know that you need the blue gen key, it says here, you need the blue gen key. Sound does occasionally stop for some odd reason, but I didn't dig in deeper to see what happened with the sound trigger. But it kind of helps me now since I'm recording, and you can just hear my voice instead of the sound overlay. Generator powers up. Nice sound effect that I added there. For this one here, that's emergency access only. This is the other side of the stage again. I added space in the background to kind of give it some depth to make you feel like you are actually on a space station. We're going to cut through the dorms, take a little shortcut. Kind of ignore going into the dormitory rooms. Going to notice this room here needs red power. This is a theater, which also has a collectible over there, which is a journal entry. Continue through to food creator. So if you go outside here and look on the wall, you actually see that, hey, that's the cafe area. And that's where the character started there. So like I said, there's 3 ways you can go about getting that blue key. But once you have the blue key, you need to make your way over to operations, which needed blue power. Now that you have blue power on, you can actually pick up the red key. You can go on communications if you want, look around. There's nothing really happening inside here. I did like that I used the little monitor or low power icon on the wall for the monitors, and I tried to scale the chairs to the size of the character. And that's like the main operations hub. But again, the whole theme of the game is that the facility is running on low power. But you may have noticed now that this red generator door is open. Come close to it. I put a little caution sign on the side of it to try to add some more attention to detail and do cosmetic stuff on the stage. So if you go back through where the cafeteria is in the dorm, where the VR sim room is, you have red power now since you activated the red generator. So pick up that one, and now you have the B1 lift key. So you can run back to this area here, and guess what? Since you need the B1 key, now that you have that key, you can take the elevator. You push F, and it goes down. There's a little prompt on the screen that lets you know about that. Once you're in the basement, there is a few things that happen here. There's a trigger here that's kind of a mechanic, I would suppose, and that trigger actually blocks this wall here. Additionally, there is a sound trigger that sets up a different set of music for the game. These are the human remains, which are optional. You don't have to pick those up. It's just if you want to be a completist and collect everything in the game. So again, we're going to just pick up one just to show the sound effect. So there's a heartbeat sound that happens when you pick up those. So the basement is smaller than the first floor, and you may notice that when you go through certain areas, the pathway that I just went through is now sealed with slime. So there's a visible boxes that you can't see, but whenever the character goes through them, it triggers a location and it moves an item to a different spot. So again, more human remains. Don't have to pick those up. There's human remains down here in the basement area. Continue to go through the stage. Another door, the path has been blocked now, so you don't have too much that you can do now. More human remains to pick up. If you decide to just keep on running around and try to explore, you'll notice that there's a slime wall blocking the path here. There is an elevator here, but you can't really see it. I mean, you can if you kind of clip through and forcefully look. You can see that there's an elevator in space there. But your primary objective is to run inside this room and collect this. So the idea behind that screen was to put a Nash mess here on the floor and have a alien run at you from the dark area here, and that was going to be the whole big reveal of the alien. But I was working on it, messing with it, and couldn't figure it out. The timing was weird. The nav mesh didn't want to rebuild, so I decided against including that mechanic into the game. But I do have an elevator again that was previously blocked. This will actually take you up to the first floor. If you want to, you can explore more the first floor, but ideally you would want to leave the area because the chase music is going on. And I noticed this little area here now, which guess what? I need to go in and I need to fix that because that area should be gold and not white. But you run through here, collect this, and the character is happy and you beat the game. So, and just that is the level that I created. It took a bit of time to actually get everything lined up right. And the cosmetic stuff, I did try to make sure that cosmetically that the stage looked good, the best that I could do. And I'll change that to gold real quick. Copper. That didn't change anything in here, did it? I think this room is dark anyway, so you can't see it. So maybe that's why it was set up that way. Okay, never mind. Disregard. So we'll just Control Z that, change that back to white. So that's my level, and I was pretty happy with it, especially considering before, if I was to open up the previous build, it was 5 levels, and it was pretty much a floor just for the laboratory, a floor for the dormitory, a floor for the cafe, and it was kind of spread out, kind of too much scale wise, but I'm happy with it. Obviously, as I played through it more and as people came over and played through it, there was stuff that they found that I corrected before I played it. But as I played it now, I see some stuff that needs to be clipped better. I know I'm not supposed to say negative feedback, but there's always room for improvement in the level, in the process. I'm sure there's ways that I could probably click on stuff and have stuff zap to it. When I was making some of these blocking doors, they were a pain to do. The collectibles, they wasn't too terribly bad working on those. I do need to see why he's not doing the victory. Victory is loaded, so he should have did like a victory chant when he picked up the green block. But again, that's stuff that I will look at and mess with later on. Again, name is William McLean, and this is a post-mortem video presentation of a level that I created. Took me like 2 weeks or so to work on this. Again, using mostly sound and audio from YouTube for the sounds and the chase music. Visible collision boxes for a lot of the sound cues and audio cues. For example, the generators. There is, if you go through this blue door, magic, you go through the blue door. So there's this box here is actually the box for the triggers, the operations box, door, and then there is the circle here is actually the generator power on sign. So overall, I like the level. I think with some more time and some more tweaking, it could actually be something that I would be happy to present to maybe a gaming company or someone saying, hey, this is what I am capable of doing and creating, and obviously making it with a bigger scale, more stuff to interact with. Maybe the generator prompt, kind of like Dead by Daylight, that could be something that could add another level of creativity to it. Add an alien in the basement, obviously that would add some thrill to the stage also. But it might be something that I work on later on. Okay, that is my level, and I hope you enjoyed watching my video clip.